Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome new subscribers. I love the fact that we're approaching 500. I know 1,000 is really that key number because that's when you can monetize. But anyway, 500 is good. So today is finally dry enough. It's still squishy, but it's dry enough that I can get into this mess. So we're going to be talking a lot about the Grapple. And I'm going to be using it a lot in here on all different types of material. This is the Land Pride SGC0554 54-inch clamshell grapple. Now, let's talk a little bit about it first. What do I like? What do I not like? Well, I love having a grapple. If you've talked to anybody about it that has a grapple, no matter what grapple they have, it is absolutely one of the best tools to have on a tractor because you don't have to get out of the seat. You know, I can use my loader and I can cut logs up, even brush a little bit. I use forks if I was going to move brush with anything but a grapple. But you can cut stuff up, you can manage it with other implements, but you got to get off the tractor. You got to get off the tractor a lot to load the bucket, load the forks up. And with forks, you catch something as you're driving around, it's going to fall right off the forks. You could have a whole pile of sticks and brush, and all you got to do is catch a tree and it all comes off. So anyway, the grapple is the way to go for moving any types of logs, any type of brush, any types of sticks or anything like that. Now this grapple, like I say, it's the Land Pride 54-inch grapple, is a clamshell grapple. The good thing about a clamshell grapple is its width and its ability to handle large amounts of brush. It has all these teeth that, as you can see, this is tilted all the way back. This is an important point about the way this grapple is sitting right now. With the bucket tilted all the way back, the loader, whatever, these teeth don't dig into the ground. They kind of ride along, and they're positioned just perfectly so stuff kind of piles up in front of the grapple. Then you can tip the whole grapple over, clamp it all together, and carry it away. This is not how this grapple came. You see this 1-inch pipe that's in between these teeth? That is not how Land Pride delivers this grapple. I had those welded in because I bent a tooth, and I was not abusing this grapple. I mean, yes, something happened that caused that to bend. I was handling some logs, and one of the logs slipped, and when it slipped, it turned sideways and it bent the tooth. Well, that's going to happen. I mean, that's going to happen. You're going to drop a log. It's going to happen. Anyway, so when that happened, I was really frustrated, and so I took it to a welding shop, and I had them weld in some 1-inch pipe. It's super strong now. Haven't bent a tooth since, knock on wood, and I think that's the way it should come in the first place. There are other brands of grapples out there besides Land Pride. Check out Everything Attachments. Definitely check out Everything Attachments. If they didn't have the 0% financing for this, I would have bought an Everything Attachments Wicked Grapple. And sometimes I wish I had. So let's just put that out there. So anyway, this is the one I have, and so this is what I'm going to use. So let's start working. All right, so I'm going to be talking a little bit about this as I go, let you know what type of techniques I'm using, I guess, is the best way to say it. So I am not straight on these logs right now, so I can't just go up and grab them. I'm going to be working in 4-wheel drive and low range almost always. But what I want to do is I want to get a hold of these, straighten them out. So I'm just going to drive into them and push them a little bit, get them kind of straight enough anyway. Now, when you get a pile, you get something you're going to hook onto or grab, don't just close it on it. It's not going to be, see, it's not getting the whole thing. What you want to do is you want to tip your bucket over in float and get it over top of them. See that? Now you want to close it down. And I do a little bit of a, okay, let's start that over. So you get the clamshell over top of it. I'm going to clamp and I'm going to rock back a little bit every time. So it's going to clamp onto the log and it's going to pick it up at the same time. Otherwise, you're going to end up losing some of your load. There. That's a good load of logs right there. Keep your load low. All right, going through. Oh, just gonna set these up over here. So this is actually 2 days later than the first part of that video. It was so wet in here and so muddy still, I couldn't drive the tractor still. So what I'm doing is with this root rake grapple, I am raking out any of the loose sticks and whatnot. It's also dragging dirt with it and smoothing things out still, but mainly just rips out all the loose sticks. I need to get to that big pile there you see on your right. Hey, I got some. Add it to the burn pile. Got an entire tree here. I gotta get through this without tipping over because it's so soft. So as you can see, there's still a lot of water and a lot of tadpoles too. That's pretty amazing. Anyway, so it's way too wet and it's gonna take just weeks and weeks and weeks. I mean, we've had 4 straight days of sun and 80-degree temperatures, and it's still soupy wet back here. So it's going to take a lot of bucket work, moving this dirt off the top here and filling in those ruts. And you know, it's just going to take a lot more time than I expected. But speaking about the Grapple, so it's a really good Grapple overall. One thing I really do like about the Land Pride Grapple is that it's very lightweight, and I can lift a lot of weight with it because it's lightweight. I can lift some pretty sizable logs, you know, 500 plus pounds with that Grapple, and it handles them just fine. I was not happy when I bent that tooth. I think it should be built stronger to begin with, which, you know, I spent money to improve it. There are some Grapples out there that are already that strong, so keep that in mind when you're buying one, or if you're thinking about getting one. But a Grapple is a great tool to have. It's absolutely necessary for moving huge piles of brush like this, which, you know, I'll get back to it and finish clearing this up. But anyway, I thought it was a good opportunity to highlight the Grapple. If you have any questions about it, or any comments about it, you know, go ahead, comment in comments. That's what it's there for. So anyway, I'm going to get back to work on this mess, and we'll see how far I get next week. So we'll see you then.